Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Cool Whip, and today I was faced with a dilemma. So I reached out to some people that I respect, the main hunters, and asked them what their thoughts were on the new subclasses. Now, going into Forsaken, I was thinking, you know what, I'm going to go all in on Fire Knives. This looks dope. I love the synergy. It looks great. But what I decided to do, since everybody's kind of bagging on the new Way of the Wraith, I decided to do that instead. So, my first thoughts on this are, I fucking love it. It's great. It fits my playstyle perfectly. You can be aggressive, but you also have upside from taking advantage of opportunistic kills, which I really like. So it's rewarding your skill, it's rewarding your patience, it's rewarding the tactile element of the gameplay instead of just going balls deep into the Crucible and just spamming a bunch of buttons and killing everything in your sight, which is fun, don't get me wrong. I still really want to give Fire Knives a chance. But right now, everybody's on Fire Knives, and Arcstrider was really dominant for a long period of time, so I'm not really too interested in that. I know that not too much in the Arcstrider class has changed, so I wanted to do something different, and I tried out Way of the Wraith. Now, I don't have everything unlocked in this subclass fully yet, as you can see from the thing. Normally I play on my Warlock pretty religiously all the time. But I do love my Hunter. Don't get me wrong, I have deep Hunter roots from D1, and I did have a Hunter in D1, and I loved playing Hunter in D1. And I love playing Hunter in D2. It's actually one of the classes that I prefer to play when I'm playing Crucible. Even though I'm still a Warlock main, I love playing Hunter. It feels good. I love the evasion. I love the tactile feel. I love the nimble dodging and the evasion. I love the outplaying potential that you can do through mid-air combat and the evasion double stepping and all that kind of stuff. I love Hunter. Don't worry about my love and affinity for Hunter. But it does sadden me when I hear that a subclass is underperforming the community's general feedback. See, I was under the impression that the Way of the Wraith was going to be extremely powerful, and I personally think that the crouch shot mechanic was a good way to undermine the potential power of this subclass from becoming too dominant. And this subclass, when the spectral sight is active, is extremely rewarding to use. And I think having the crouch mechanic is a nice balance to incentivize players to really understand that the class that they're using is not meant for running, gunning, and doing crazy stuff all the time. It's meant for calculated, intelligent play. And I'm a calculating, intelligent individual, so I really like this subclass. Now, in the background is a Rumble game that I played. I'm still leveling up my Hunter. I'm doing Rumble to level up my Hunter so that I can get all the gear that I have for it up to spec, so I can run the rest of the campaign and breeze through that and get access to the powerful gear that I'm shooting to get. And I have to say I'm really enjoying playing this subclass. I understand that Fire Knives is extremely good. Please don't get me wrong on that notion at all. Going into it, again, like I said, Fire Knives was the one that I had picked as being like the top dog, the really fun, synergistic class that just does all kinds of cool stuff, you know, the knife tricks and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, this subclass fits me the most. I liked the Night Stalker before with the tether, but this subclass coinciding with a bow, which is a weapon that I love using in the Crucible, it just feels so good. Crouching, getting a pick shot with a bow, going into true sight, and then hunting down your enemies, it just feels so good. It's so rewarding. It's not a subclass that everybody's going to enjoy though, so I think that that's why it's having some problems. There's also some issue with people saying that the melee hit registration for the Spectral Blades isn't really on point and so on and so forth. I haven't personally been experiencing any of that. So I don't know what the complaints the community is putting forward about the Spectral Blades. Maybe it's on a different console, maybe it's on a different system, like on PC or something like that, but I'm not having any issues with my hit registrations whatsoever. I think it's just a different type of hit registration than you're expecting. The lunge is a little different, it takes a little bit to get used to, and then it also does require a little bit of finesse. You don't want to just spam the buttons and kill everything around you. You want to pace your swipes. You want to pace your stabbing lunges. You want to pace that perfectly timed heavy attack that lunges you into the air and shoots you invisible. Like, all those things. This is not a spam-tastic subclass. It's a finesse class. And it's so nice to have a finesse class in Destiny 2 that coincides so well with a genuine finesse class, which is the Hunters. Hunters are definitely a finesse class. So I think that this subclass fits the bill for the type of player that really enjoys using a bow, really enjoys tactical play, really enjoys sitting and waiting for that perfect shot, or being aggressive and knowing when and where you can use your abilities to your advantage. Your smoke grenade does some fantastic things. You can clean up a lot of kills with just your smoke grenade alone. Having that backup good weapons and well-timed precision damage from like a bow or something like that is very, very effective. And I also like that since it's an opportunistic class, you're rewarded more for performing well. So while some people might feel apprehensive to be aggressive in the Crucible, I find it's kind of the opposite for me. I feel more inclined to go and hunt and to go and seek and to proc my true sight as much as possible. I see myself really trying to get perfect angles and to get perfect finesse plays and to maximize my bow shots and my agility between my snappy bow shot and energy weapon switch and sliding in to spray down and get that perfect hit registration on that true sight headshot, and then just scour the battlefield looking for the next person to prey upon. I love the feel of this class. So I wanted to make this video after having given this subclass like a couple of hours I've been playing it. I wanted to give it some credit where credit's due. Like, this subclass feels amazing. And if it had any other perks aligned in any other way, I think that it would lose its feel. It would lose its tactile, baited aggression feel, you know, that tenuous lust for the kill. It would lose that seeking, that perfect opportunity, that perfect moment. In Japanese culture, they have something in their history and in their dialogues and in their writings, in some of the writings of Bushido. And Bushido coincides with life in every breath. But what Bushido also touches on is seeking perfection in every moment. One of the things that I'm really, really finding in this subclass is the Bushido of fighting with a hunter. Looking for that perfect opportunity and then exploiting that opportunity in the most animalistic, aggressive, vengeful, tactile way. It's just such a good subclass. I know that Fire Knives is really good for DPS, and I know that for wiping teams, Fire Knives is going to be the better class. But if you're the kind of player like me that likes doing really small but meaningful plays, then this is the class for you. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video.